Hey guys, Ivan here, and in this video I want to show you a complete ClickFunnels 2.0 tutorial so you have all the tools you need to be ready to build out your site and sell your products. I'm going to show you everything here in the video as you watch behind my shoulder. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. They made a lot of new changes, a lot of good changes. I'm going to go through absolutely everything here with you together from top to bottom, and we're going to look at it and see for ourselves, all right? Before we get into it, guys, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, hit the notification bell icon so you get notified when I release more videos just like this, showing you how to make money online, all right? So without further ado, let's get into it. So if you want to sign up for this ClickFunnels early access, if you head over to go.ivanmana.com/ClickFunnels2, you will be able to get access as I did over here, and you'll be able to play around with it and get started as well. So the idea here, guys, behind ClickFunnels 2.0 is they want to shift more towards having an actual website rather than a standalone funnel. So they do think that it is important to have that credibility and to be able to offer a lot more content to people, right? So with ClickFunnels 2.0, you'll be able to basically build out a website. And I'm going to show you exactly what that's going to look like. So the first thing you might see once you sign up for ClickFunnels 2.0 is basically a checklist of things you have to do. So the first thing is it's going to say, welcome to ClickFunnels 2.0. Then it's going to say that you have to create a site, right? And so this is where you're going to select your site, select your theme. And this is much more important with ClickFunnels 2.0 as opposed to the first one, because you only have one site under each workspace, right? And I'm going to show you how to manage it, how to add more sites and stuff like that. But basically with ClickFunnels 2.0, you still have the, I think, 20 funnels with a starter plan, but you only have one site. And so it's very important that you go through and select the right theme for you. So it's going to look something like this, where this is the theme I selected, this boss theme. I can preview it later, but you will see different choices. So if you go to explore new themes, you're going to see all these different options. So just four for now, but you'll be able to get more over time, right? And so you can just install them. So I already have these two installed. You can click this, you can click install, and it's going to be installed, and then you'll be able to actually use it if you want. So over here, I can select this option, I can say publish, right? And then I'll be using this theme. So point is, the first thing you're gonna do is select a theme for your site. And then in this case, my theme looks like this. So like a real website. And then it even has, or it's supposed to have, the menu at the top. So let me see if that will show up in one of the other pages that we do, but there should be a menu option at the top as well, where you'll be able to see like contact us, about us, like this, right? So I'm not sure why that didn't show up at first, because if we go back to the homepage, we'll see it here. Okay, and so that's the idea. We're going to be building out a funnel within our website, right? And so again, I'll show you how to do all that. But let's go back here. So the main thing is, first you're going to select the site, then you're going to add a logo so that ClickFunnels automatically adds the logo throughout the site. So once you do that, let's just go from top to bottom. We're going to go into blog here. You're going to be able to add your own blog posts. So it's pretty straightforward. These are sample articles that were already created for you. You can just click on them and then you'll be able to edit them from here. The editing is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I will show you how to edit. But if you're familiar with ClickFunnels or really any other website builder, it's pretty straightforward, pretty drag and drop, right? So for example, you can select any element you like, and then you'll be able to edit it if you click on this little gear icon, or if you just click on the element. Nope, okay. So over here, I guess there's no editing for this one, so you can just make the changes here. But then if you want to change a specific element, like for example here, you can click on settings, and then here on the right-hand side, you're gonna be making all the edits. And then if you want to add a new element anywhere, you can click on add element, and then you'll be able to drag and drop it from here, again, same way as you did it in ClickFunnels. So you can, for example, drag this one over here, and then you're going to select this image, and then you'll be able to add the image, right? Change it to whatever you want to. So I'll let you guys play around with it. It's pretty simple, but this is like the blog either the blog category or the blog homepage. I don't know what you would even call it, but this is where you'll be able to customize how you want this blog layout to look like once you actually start having a bunch of blogs. So this one, don't change it. This category name, that's going to be the name of the specific categories that you're going to have for your blog posts. But let's go into this blog category page. So you'll be able to navigate here between the pages here. This is the blog home, and then this is the blog category. So everything, all the navigation is going to be on your left-hand side. Again, just like a website. And then over here, you can, this is what each specific category will look like. So if you go into blog home and you click on any of the categories, you will end up on this page. And then this is where you're going to have the post title, post summary. And then if you actually want to add the blogs, all you're going to do is say new blog post. And then you're just going to enter a name. So let's say my first blog post. This is, oops, close out of that. This is the first blog post. We can make it public right away, just so we can see what it looks like. SEO and sharing, yeah, you can play around with these options as well, where you can add a feature image, you can edit the SEO and sharing. We're going to click on create post. And so the post was created successfully. Great job. Now we're going to edit the post. And so what we're going to do here is this is kind of the featured image. And then over here, this is where you want to add the content. So depending on how big you want it to be, if you guys are familiar with WordPress, you know that you can set, right, the size, the width of the page. So let's say we want it to be wide. We're going to go here. We're going to add one column. And one column. And then here we're going to add, let's say, a paragraph. And this one. Okay, we're clicking on it. It's not doing anything. So you're not able to fully do it right now. It seems like it's a little buggy, but basically what you're going to be able to do is what we just did. So you'll be able to select the specific post. Like over here, we have these 3 posts. You can click on edit, and then you can add the featured image, and then you'll click on edit post body content, right? Because that's what you actually want. And then you should be able to edit it here. But it looks like it's a little buggy right now. That's okay. They're still working on some features, so that's fine. But that's the idea. So that's how you will be able to add these blog posts in the future. Very easy, drag and drop, and what you see is what you get. And so then if you want to see what it looks like, if you click on open a new window, okay. So that's fine. Like I said, still a few things they're working on. Let's try this one that was already there before. So here's one of the articles that they had already. And then that's what it's going to look like. There's going to be the image, and then you're going to have the text underneath, right? So that's the idea. Now, what I found sometimes you have to do is actually click on the post, and only after you edit it, then you're going to be able to see what it looks like. So let's go back here now that we clicked on edit, and let's see if we can open it in a new window and look at it now. Yeah, so there it is now. Now it works. So that's the idea basically, all right? So that's how you'll be able to add your blog posts. Then you have the customer center. The customer center is where you'll be able to talk to your customers. So that's really cool. You're gonna have the customer portal. You're gonna have your details here. You should have your login details. Like I said, a little buggy here, unfortunately. But you're gonna see your login details to log in to the customer portal where you'll be able to talk to your customers. So that's really cool. You're gonna see everything here all in one place. They're working on an affiliate center where you'll be able to, of course, manage your affiliates. And then we have the funnels. This is what you guys are super familiar with in regards to ClickFunnels 1.0. So you'll be able to create the funnels here. So you can create a funnel yourself from scratch and build each page individually. Or if you just go to recipes, you will be able to go through these options and select which one you like. Don't pay attention too much to the images. Like over here, you see 3 little boxes. That doesn't mean it's going to be 3 pages. Okay, so pay attention to what it says here. So this one is 2 steps, generate leads. This one is 3 steps. This one is 2 steps. So just because it has 3 squares doesn't mean that's what it's going to be, right? Let me see if there's one. Yeah, there's one with 4 steps, but it's still 3 boxes. So for example, let's say we want this opt-in funnel with 2 steps. We're going to click choose. And then this is the funnel, right? So we have the opt-in and we have the thank you page. And then we can call it, let's say opt-in funnel 1, because I think I already have one. And then what you're going to do is this kind of gives you the layout, this workflow, and then you'll be able to select the pages individually. So This is right now in test mode, so you won't be able to see it. So what we're gonna do is click on settings and click on no to test mode so that we can see it live. And we're gonna click on update funnel. And so now it's live, now we'll be able to see it, but there's nothing there yet. So what we're gonna do is let's start with this opt-in. We're gonna click on opt-in right here. And you're gonna select the opt-in. Now, if you click on choose, it's gonna look like this. This is not what the page is gonna look like. So don't get confused. The page is gonna look like what you see right here. So you see this guy here, you see this girl here, right? This lady here. That's what the page is gonna look like. It will not look like this. Okay, so ignore what it shows you here under preview. That's just wrong. So let's suppose we want to choose this page as our opt-in, which again, it will not look like this, but you'll see what it looks like later. So we'll say, let's say step 1. That's just gonna be, this is for the URL, right? So this is gonna be the website. URL website. You can enter SEO title, page title, description, yes, in search engines, because that's one of the reasons of having a website is so that it's indexed in search. And we're gonna we'll click on create page, and now you'll be able to see what it looks like. Now again, if you click preview, it's probably not gonna work. It's gonna say error, page not found. Yeah. So what we do have to do is first click on edit, and then you have to preview. Then it's gonna work. So like I said, this is what the page is gonna look like, not that other version that you saw under preview. And then here you have the name and the email. And this is where you can edit the page. So again, super easy to do. If you guys have tried any website builder before, landing page builder, funnel builder, it's pretty straightforward, drag and drop. Like over here, we can change it to, this is our amazing product. Click here to get started or something. Or let's just say this is our amazing product. Get it now, okay? Here you can click here, you can edit this stuff. This menu here, this option here doesn't work yet, but it should. When you click on the gear icon, it should take you to settings that will look like this, right? And then here you can adjust all the styling, all the colors, all the font size, the text, etc., etc. And then here you have the input, so the button. You can choose what you want it to do. Do you want it to submit form, to scroll to a specific section, to redirect to a step, or maybe nothing happens. Maybe you just want a button there because it looks pretty. You can do that. For this input type, you can say what you want. Do you want their full name there? Is it required? Is it not required? What the text you want to say here. So for example, I want to say, enter your full name here, ... And then that's what it's going to say here. And then over here, we want to say, enter your full we'll just say enter your email here, ... right? And then that's what's going to happen once they enter these two things in, which this is required, right? Make sure whatever you need actually is required. This is required. It's going to take you to the next page. So submits the page. And so this looks good. We're going to hit save, obviously play around, change the image. You can go here, click on this option here to change the image, scroll down, really straightforward, just drag and drop. And then we can preview the page. Now that we edited it, we can preview it. And this is what it's going to look like. And then we haven't set up a thank you page yet, so I'm not going to enter my name and email yet. So what we're going to do is let's just go back now to our thank you page and do that. So I don't know why this comes up here, application page. We don't need that, so we're going to remove it. And we're just going to add a thank you page now. So we're going to come here. Sometimes it's going to say showing 0 results. All you're going to do is click on something else and then come back, and then you're going to see the thank you page. Again, make sure you pay attention to the image here, not what it says once you choose, right? Because this is not what the thank you page will look like. So let's say, let's say we want this for the thank you page. So we'll say thank you 1. Fill all those in out. We'll click on create page. And this is our thank you pages here. So again, a little bit buggy, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna simply delete it. This just gives us an opportunity for me to show you how to rearrange things or how to adjust things if anything happens, right? So in this case, what you're gonna do is just select this option here on the left, and we're gonna drag it right there. And now we're gonna go from step 1 from our opt-in page to our thank you page. Again, if we preview, you're not gonna see it. It's gonna say 404. So we have to click edit first, and we have to actually, you don't have to edit the page, but you just have to click on edit. And so that's what it's gonna look like. And then here we could say, thanks for signing up. And then if you don't like the way it looks, in this case, there's not much more space on the left and right. So we can't adjust that, but what we can do is we can change the size of the text here a little bit, make it medium. And you can change it, make it italic, make it bold, so on and so forth. You can play around with these other options. I'm not sure what that option is. That is just a link. You can add a link. Then you can align it however you want to. And then again, that one doesn't work. So we'll click on settings here. And then click on edit style as well. And then here's where you can also change the font in more detail, change the, what do you call it? The font family and all that stuff, right? So again, bunch of options. I don't want this to be a 2-hour long video, so we're gonna skip through that, but hopefully you get the idea. So, oops, what did I just do? Let me undo that. So that is it. Let's click save, and now let's go through the whole funnel just to show you what it's gonna look like. So we're gonna preview this. So if you are using ClickFunnels just for the funnels, this is how you would do it. And let's go to the live page just to make sure. And then here, let's enter an email, for example. Let me show you that it's not going to work because we said the name is required. So now we enter a name. We say get started now. And it should take us to the next step. It should. Let's go back and check. So let's click edit because we said submit the form. So it should take us to the next step. All right, so let's go in and check the button. And it does look like it's on submit form, so it should be working. Okay, there you go, finally loaded. So sometimes you just wanna go in and just double check, make sure that all the settings are correct, but that's the idea. So that's our funnel, right? So it's gonna be, I think this one, opt-in funnel 1 here, and then you can just preview it. So as you can see, we already have 3 funnels here, and this is where you would be creating the funnel for your one website, right? The next part here is you have pages. So you have standalone pages. If you guys are familiar with WordPress, you have posts where you add the blogs, and then you have standalone pages where they're just standalone pages, like for whatever you want to. For example, a contact us page, an about us page, things like that. They're kind of standalone pages because they're not a blog post, but you want them to be visible and to have their own kind of page, right? Space to it. So we don't have any here, but if you click on create new page, you can select the template and work from there. You can start from blank if you want. This does also come with some existing pages. So if you click on theme pages, you will see the pages that are already active on your site. So the example store template page, if you're going to have a store, the home page, the courses page. So if you preview any one of these, okay, so it looks like something's a little wrong here. Again, it should work. So checkout page, let's see if that one works. Yeah, this one works. So just what your pages will look like. So these are pages that came with the theme. So they're also standalone pages, but it just differentiates between pages that you create yourself versus theme pages. Then you have site pages. So this is an example page. I don't remember doing this. I don't know where this was, but yeah, I guess this is a completely blank page. And then you have the funnel pages, which are the pages that you created for your funnel. So this here, pages, kind of shows every single page you have on your website. And then if you go into URLs, this also shows all the different URLs that are on your site. So if you go to any of these URLs, you're gonna see a page. So it just kind of gives you a bird's view of everything you have. So let's go to the next part, which was URL redirects. So once you start having many different domains for your business, I have ivanmana.com and I have, I think it's like amarketingessentials.com. That was my first domain. And then I have effortforsuccess.com, which was my very first domain. So if I want to redirect people from amarketingessentials.com to ivanmana, I would do that here, right? Granted, I would need to enter the domains first inside ClickFunnels to be able to do that, but I'll show you how to do that in a second. Next, you have courses, which is where you'll be able to actually create your courses. So basic stuff. You select, choose whichever template you want. You can start from blank slate. And then you just upload your videos, upload your courses, create the titles, headlines, descriptions, so on and so forth. And then next you have domains. So this is where you'll be able to connect your domain. So you can buy a new domain from ClickFunnels, or you can connect an existing domain. So let's say I want to connect ivanmana.com, for example. I'm going to click continue. And let's see, www.ivanmana. It says with subdomain, so I didn't do that. So here, now it works. So it says registered with Namecheap, and then you can click on add domain, and then ClickFunnels is gonna give you instructions. If you click on start domain setup, they might be able to integrate. So you just have to continue, and they'll be able to integrate with your specific domain provider, and then you'll just be able to use it from here, right? Your domain. And the reason why you need this is so that you can send out emails, because that's important. With ClickFunnels, you'll be able to set up your automatic emails, your broadcast, all that good stuff, right? So I'm going to remove this domain because I don't want to use it here. I'm probably going to buy a different domain. That one is already set up, but that's how you would do it. So that's pretty much it for this Sites and Funnels. You should have an idea for what each of these options are, how to create funnels. If you're using ClickFunnels just for funnels, you would just be using this option here. So let's go through some of the other options here. So here we have products. Pretty straightforward. This is where you would just add your product. So you would click on create product. They don't have physical and bundle yet. You cannot select it, but it's pretty straightforward. You would just select the product name, add the description, easy stuff. Orders, this is where you're going to see all the orders, or all your subscriptions, all your payments if you actually sell the products. Straightforward. Contacts, you're going to see all the contacts here. You're also going to see visitors, people that just visited your page. You're going to see the IP address. You're going to see analytics. So the conversion rate, the total orders. This is just basically just the more detailed version of orders and all that stuff, because it shows you everything kind of in one at a glance. Marketing, let's save marketing for later because that's the lengthier part. Let's go into sales. This one will allow you to integrate with different sales programs, so you can use it with ClickFunnels. So over here, it says coming back, coming soon, check back later. So you'll be able to do that. But for the time being, you just have these three, so that's all you have for now. Then you have settings, where you'll be able to change your workspace name, change your workspace subdomain, set up the payment, edit your team settings, stuff like that. So you guys might be asking, okay, what if I want to have two websites? So you would go into my workspace, you would go into here, you would go into team settings, and then on the left-hand side here, you would go into team workspaces, and then you would add a new workspace. The first starter plan only allows you to have one website and one workspace. So if you select this option, you can create another website with a whole different domain and subdomain and whatnot, but you might have to pay more, and that's what it says here. So that's how you would do it, right? So workspace, team settings, and then on the left-hand side, you'd click on team workspace to add more. So that's how you do that. That's the general settings. Let's go back here. Then you have payments AI. Again, you're going to have payment integrations. So this is integrated with Payment AI. So it's kind of like Stripe, I'm guessing, where you'll be able to get payments and everything will be nice and dandy for you. So then you have the marketing, which is the email side of things. So the first thing you're going to do once you click on marketing is you have to set up your address. You have to enter your domain. So that's why it was important to set up your domain, because you want to be able to send emails from that domain. So you're going to have to set that up first. And I think that's, if you go into marketing settings, you're going to see it all here, what I entered. And then over here, once you enter your domain, you'll be able to enter a from address, and that's going to be from your domain. Okay. So until you do that, you cannot send broadcasts. You can't send emails until you do that. But I can show you how to create email templates and how to create workflows. So for email templates, what you can do is, this is basically the email template that you want to follow for all your emails. So in this case, I did a basic standard generic email. So if you click on create template, you can select template to install, or you can start from scratch. So you can pick any of these templates that you would like, and then you can play around with them, change them a little bit, or you can say start from blank. So if you're just sending out regular, normal, everyday emails, you probably don't want anything so fancy. So here you can say Ivan Mana from address. This one is okay because this is just a template, so you don't need to have your domain address here. You can just use this one. And then subject, second template, and you can say create template. And this is going to be the template. The customization here is very, very similar to the get response. So if you guys are familiar with get response, exactly what it looks like. So you can add an image, add a button, add social, stickers, text. So here I'm going to go in and drop a text. And then here we could say, Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do this and that. And then this is, for example, our template, right? So I'm going to click save and exit. And this is going to be this one, our second template right here. So once you actually send out emails, you'll be able to use this template to send those emails out. So if you go to workflows, this is where you would set up your email automation, your email sequence. It's going to be with these workflows. So I already created one. Let me create one more. So I'll say workflow 2, create workflow. And also pretty simple. So you're going to first set a trigger. What do you want to happen first in order for some action to happen, for example, for your email to happen? So what I want to happen first is I want, for example, either an opt-in, somebody to sign up, or let's say I want to purchase on my opt-in funnel 1, on my, let's say, thank you page. So when someone makes a purchase on my thank you page, in this case, we don't have a sales page, so we're using it as an example, then what do we want to happen? So that's the trigger, right? And then we're going to enable it. So we'll click close. What do we want to happen? Well, we're going to click the plus sign. We want to send an email. So we're going to say send email. And we want email 1, let's say welcome to the club or whatever the email is. Pre-headline. And then here, again, you would need to enter your domain in order to use this. And then you would say create step, template. Let's design an email. So again, you can use any of the existing templates. I'm sure they'll add more over time. They have 31 right now. Or you can use the template that you created here, or that we created, like this one. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go in and just make some changes to it, right? Because it's just a template. So then you're going to go in and then you're going to actually write whatever you want to write in there. So you would just do that. And then you're going to click create step. And then it's not going to be complete because we didn't enter our email. But then you're going to click status. You're going to enable it. And that is it. So we're good to go. We're going to click back. And that's how you create the workflow, how you create the sequence. They're still working on the email sequence. As you saw, I don't know if you noticed, it says still in progress for the email sequence, right? So that's something they're still working on. But that's basically all of ClickFunnels 2.0 in quite a big nutshell. Hope you guys found value. You should be pretty familiar now with how to use it once it fully launches, once it has all the features. You should be very familiar with everything and how to use it. I hope you guys found this video valuable. If you did, make sure to check out my YouTube channel at youtube.com/IvanMana, where I have almost 500 videos on all these different online marketing topics to help you grow your online marketing business and teach you various cool tips and tricks to help you succeed. So that is all. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.